Welcome guys to my introduction video to my Ford Expedition that I built primarily for camping, light overlanding, and exploring some of the trails here in Colorado and Utah. Thanks for watching. And this is why I built this expedition.
All right, guys, here's some outdoor shots of the expedition with Raylan inside, my daughter inside in the passenger seat. She just puts her headphones on and goes along. So as you can see, from this view, we get some pretty good flex out of the old Expedition. We'll be able to lift tires pretty easily, like you can see here. And I'm always impressed on how well it goes. So let's start off by talking about the rock sliders. I made those, and it's in place of the running board, so it's on the factory running board brackets, which are pretty beefy, and I bang them pretty good and haven't bent them yet, and they were relatively easy to make, and I could make it for somebody else if they wanted. Pretty simple. Now we go around to the back. Here's the bumper that I made. You can see there's a swing out on the right side, and it's been pretty strong. It has a little bit of shake, but they all do, I believe. You can see that I put some plates up the side to protect the body, and I had to cut it a little bit, but that works really well, gives you tons of clearance. I put some backup lights in there, some LEDs. They're really helpful at night. Frenched in a 2-inch receiver also. This was my first design, and I stopped the arm about halfway. At one time I thought about 2 arms, but that's not really a good idea now that I've been using it, and so my next arm will be all the way across with some boxes on the back also. But it does work well. Here's another good shot of the sliders and how they work. They take some abuse, and I haven't bent them yet, so I'm really happy with them. You can see that this is a full droop in the rear, and it touches at full compression up in the body with the stock wheels with the 35-inch tires, but just makes a little squeaky noise and doesn't cut them, so I'm willing to deal with that. Here you can see the front wheel is fully compressed all the way up in, and there's no real rubbing at all with the tires. As you can see, there's a little bit of room. It'll touch the sway bar on the inside, but that's it. You can see here from this shot the hidden winch mount. I think it was from Warren, but I can't really remember for sure. And it was made to stick out of the lower valance hole, but I wanted it to be up higher, so all I had to do is take off the lower valance and then flip the brackets, and it sits up in there really nicely. I had to make a little bit of a clearance to get to the where the cord plugs in to operate the winch, but really worked out nice. Up on top, you can see the roof rack I made. A 53-inch light bar up there, which lights up the world really well. And I mounted some imitation Max Trax up there, and a shovel and an axe. So there you go. This is what the kids call Big Red. I call it Big Red Elephant. It acts like it just goes through things like an elephant. It's kind of slow and wobbly, but goes through whatever I need it to.
To compensate for the 35-inch tall tires, I installed 456 gears and Detroit TrueTracs, front and rear. In the next few shots, you can see the TrueTrac limited slip differentials working. If you look closely, you'll see I will apply the brakes, and that will lock down the differentials and give traction to all four wheels. In this shot, you can see I've held the brake on through the whole obstacle, so the TrueTrac differential stays locked and there's no tire spin at all. Well, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video, giving an intro to my expedition. I will have follow-up videos for all the different components that are on the truck. Thanks again.